Deconstructing questions. A lot of times we are trying to give advice by asking questions. We want to avoid that. As an empath, you need to learn how to ask effective questions. In my last video, I talked about probing questions. Avoid questions that give advice, for example. Don't you think you need to do something about that? Do you not see that there's something going on? Could you not just walk over and say, aren't you going to call them? These are all your advice disguised as questions. You need to ask probing questions. Instead of thinking for the individual, you can encourage the individual to think with your questions that begin with what, where, when, and how. What hurts you the most about this? What do you think is most important? How can you come to a deeper resolution? What are the ways that you can address this without feeling stuck? These are probing questions. They promote curiosity. They make people feel important. When you advise people and you move into those advising questions, you make people feel like they don't really know what they're talking about. They feel defensive, etc., etc. We know that these are programs, but this is reality. So make sure you're asking open-ended questions. You also want to stay away from closed-ended questions. Closed-ended questions can be answered with a yes or a no. Stay away from closed-ended questions. Stay with the probing questions. What, when, where, and how.